Tariki ni 30 na mweri uyu wa Novemba mwaka wa 2023 ni gukiuga ati muthenya wa muthe ni muthenya wa mwisho wa mweri wa Novemba. Ni mwihoko wako ati muthenya waku ni gutwarithia wega na ni ndagiuka tutirigaine na gitio kinene ngai kwa mukira mithini itu Mahoro gumenyithio tore bũrũri wa Kenya urangithi na mbere na kwiriuga na gitio kinene reke twambe twamukire mamwe ma maria tukuhaririirie.
Na harimo muhema maria tukuhaririirie ni ati aikari a Dadasha Sericho hamwe na Gatubo gukone county ya Isiolo na ria mahutirio ni muyuro wa mai ni marikitie kugunikana uteithio wa irio na dawa iheanitwo kugerera ndege na walimu a secondary ruguro mutaratara wa JSS ni marikitie kururuga na magitetia mihango ya wandikithia wao makiuga ati nioete ihinda makiria maidonga na manashe 22 cia thitima kuma kaunti ya Machakos itiramenyekana kuri ndurio congiriirie kugereka kwa garama ya thitima na njira nene mwena ucio.
Hatire gajira huko na tere mutaburuko yurago kinyira na njira ya Mwaka Umwe ni live transmission turamemerekia kuma goko mushi munene wa Kenya Nairobi na mahinda mothe twacemania nawe na ujete Kariuki wadu ati ni gukorwo giteka turike mohoro-ini maito. Aikari aria magumirwo na njira nene na makiria ni muyuro wa mai kuma matura-ini matiganite ari hamwe na itora ria Dadasha Sericho hamwe na Gatubo guku ni county ya Isiolo riu mari na ikeno o ya kuraha kuona ati muthia thirikari ya governor wa county of Gikuyu nirikitie gukinyaniria uteithio wa irio gwa dawa na urio kinyanirio ri hamwe na ukuhokana urio kinyanirio hamwe na unyitaniri na maafitha birarunio KDF gukiri uguo governor ni thiete na mbere na gutariria mitaratara iria ambikite kuona ati muniko wa mai ni ucungiriria hathara nene ari hamwe na aikari muno ucio gukorwo magithamio kuria mai karaga gwata indo cia gukorwo igikuo ni mai gukiri uguo aikari ni moritio aria mari kuria kugumirwo ni mai metikire guthama na guthii miene iria ironekana tete kwaraha kuona ati mbura ya kiboboto kana mbura ya El Nino ni guthi na mbere na kura gwa kahinda gatoikaine.
We are here to see of flagging the airlifting of relief food to our people who are affected in areas of the Dadashbasa, Iresaboru, Sericho, and even Gubatu. Here today we are lifting food for households which is for the Dadashbasa. We are lifting for 626 households. For Iresaboru, we are lifting for 500 households. That is food. And for Alango, we are lifting 175. Today here, we are not just doing transportation of the food. We also have non-food items, such as blankets, nets, jerry cans, sleeping mats, soaps, and even dignity kits.
Hassan, Chief Officer Public Health, nataka kushukuru sana my President, His Excellency, and my Governor who has really pushed for us all the items. We are trying to fly them. The report that we have non-farms and we have emergency drugs and we have other items like food which is going to be dropped today. The situation is very dire in Dadashbasa. People have really suffered, but today by the evening I think they'll be happy. The drugs, and also we have drugs, we have antibiotics, we have painkillers, we have all items which are needed for emergency. I think going forward we are going to rescue our people today.
County ya Isiolo rutume county ni ona tuthie na mbere gugina kuone ati thirikari ya county ya Kilifi nirikite kwambika mitaratara ria guteithiriria gutigirira ati ngui cia mucii na iria cionekanite gwakiriria na njira nene mwena ucio ni ciakorwo ikininwo maya mokite kurumirira cionanitie ati county ya Kilifi ni imwe ya county iria gumagirwo na njira nene ni ngui cia kimucii na makiria rere arutu mahingite mathukuru gukirekana ati undu uyu wahanika maitho-ini mau ni ukoragwo ugicungiriria makoro na thina wa kimeciria.
As a county government, We are going to run this campaign in almost all the sub-counties. We are here today because it's one of the hotspots we have in Kilifi County. Matsangoni is one area where these early pregnancies is very rampant. So we are here today, joined with different stakeholders, and the county government of Kilifi, through His Excellency the Governor, we have decided and made a decision that we are going to empower our youth.
Leo hii tuna furaha kubwa sana kuanzisha huu mchakato ama siku 16 za kutetea haki za kina mama na watoto wasichana. Lakini kwa Kilifi County tunaongezea pia kutetea haki za mtoto wa kiume, kwa sababu tumeona pia watoto wa kiume wanadhulumiwa. Cases of sodomy zimeongezeka katika Kilifi yetu. Sasa hizi siku 16 zinaitwa siku 16 za kutetea haki za kibinadamu ama 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The family is not a safe space anymore for children. Watoto wakiwa shule ndo rates za teenage pregnancy zinashuka, mambo ya defilement yanashuka, lakini watoto wakiwa nyumbani tunapata hivi vitu vinaongezeka. The triple threat inaongezeka. Kwa nini? Is home safe? So tunahitaji kuongea na kila stakeholder katika community, tukianza na watoto wenyewe, wazazi, washikadau tofauti, the duty bearers, kina ward and sub-county administrator, the chiefs. Everyone has to join us in this war against GBV.
Haki ni nani? Halali haki ni nani? Wakiwa tayari kuwa
Haya, tuthi na mbere kwa miaka mingi rurire ruria rwikaine ta Amathai ni rwikaine na njira nene na njira ya guteaniria mathomo. Undu uria ucungagiriria aingi a gukorwo makitukwo ni mieke itiganite nginyanagia ya mawira ni kumana na undu uyu governor wa county yo Joseph Olelenku arikitie kumbika mubango uria uwikaine ta CIP kana County Integrated Development Plan uria ruguteithiriria gutigirira ati ni magacirithia githomo. Mubango uyu kinyanirio hamwe na county gwata nyitite mimatiganite na ta uria governor wa county no ratariria ni ugite thirikari ni rikitie kuiga kigina keherini ya gutigirira undu uyu no wakinyanira. Governor Olelenku ni athiete na mbere na kuga ati githomo ni njira imwe ya gutigirira ati andu aria mari county ino ya Kajiado ni makorwo magicenjia miturire yao amu nikio makana nikio shafi ya maundu matiganite.
Particularly the Maa people have suffered for not accepting modern education, thinking it's a white man's way of life. And therefore, equitable access to quality education is of significant interest to us as a county government. As one of the critical areas that really will bring the much needed relief in supporting not just the current families, but also building into the future. I wish therefore to highlight that as a county government, we are working in partnership with global partners to see possibilities of global scholarship, but also we are going to allocate significant resources from our own kitty towards bursary to enable many people access education. In our partnership with the global institutions, we are targeting at e-learning so that we can leverage on technology to ensure that our children get the best possible education. Other key transformative programs towards a universal health coverage for the country. In healthcare, therefore, we wish to purpose to ensure health financing, social insurance, health commodity security, integrated health management information system, primary healthcare interventions fully rolled out in line with our national agenda. Institutional support with a focus on enhancing ICT, public finance management, public administration, as well as human promotive health as opposed to creative health that has proved very difficult to achieve in universal health through that route. The emphasis therefore towards universal health coverage is for us to work on matters preventive health, promotive health, addressing issues of public health, because in so doing, we reduce the cost of curative health on the other side and work towards a healthy community, recognizing if health is lost, everything else is lost. Matters education.
Aya, tugithiri na mbere ni ati na walimu aria matanyitwo guthomithia rungu rwa mutara wa JSS akaunti itiganite na makiria kaunti-ini ya Bungoma ni marikitie kwambika mururungano magitetia ati wamurani uria ratafanio ni ruhonge rwa TSC mwena ucio ratafanio na njira ya kimenyano na makiria guthutukania riu gukiri uguo ni maikitie ritana kuri thirikari itikire kuingirira undu uyu ni amu aingi ao ni makinyanirie marua maria metitio ni ruhonge rwa TSC no kumanya na muthutukanio uyu makoretwo matekuona mawira.
Kitu ya kwanza, sisi kama walimu wa GSS, we want to demand the government kwamba to employ on permanent and pensionable terms. Tumeumia sana ya kutosha. Mimi nikiwa hapa ma 2016 graduate. Watoto siku hizi wajuzi tu 2022 graduates wanapata letters za PNB being dished up by the MPs wanaopatia wale ambao karibu nao. Sisi wengine tunabaki tukilia. We are not sons and daughters of lesser gods. Sisi pia tuna demand kwamba the government must confirm us. Nobody here, our Bungoma tumekataa ku renew, we can't renew. They must just confirm us. Yes. Number 2, we can't work in such an environment ila primary. Hiyo nayo tumekataa. Hapo sio mahali ambapo walimu wa degree wanafaa kukaa. Huko tumekataa. We cannot, hatuwezi kubali watoto wetu wakuwe wasted. Hawezi tumiwa kama control experiment. Hiyo tumekataa. Watoto wapelekwe, let the
pretend about it. We want our Secretary General Akelo Misori to take it up and to present this memorandum. We will be presenting ours to the county director TSC Bungoma, and we will take a copy to the national office, the Secretary General Kupet, ili waone mambo yetu inatuhusu Bungoma kama JSS, that we have failed and nothing is working out. So hiyo ndio maneno yangu kama mwenyekiti wa walimu Bungoma, na kwa wazazi wa Bungoma nawaambia kwamba mchunge watoto wetu. Tumerelease watoto kwa likizo. 77 days is not a small amount of time. Mchunge watoto. Bungoma, we are in the news for all the wrong reasons. Tusikue na mimba za mapema. Kitu ya pili ningependa kuambia serikali wajue kwamba hii kitu ya JSS kukaa kwa primary school imeshindikana. There is no infrastructure in primary school to accommodate the practical essence of JSS of CBC. Yes. In secondary school, and Professor Makoha knew this, we have semblances of workshops, laboratories, and ICT rooms. So we want our, and as such, the government will get a lot of resources building classes in secondary schools. Yes. To accommodate JSS students.
Haya, makiria ma mita magana mana ma mirongo ina na igire na ni mita cia thitima kaunti-ini ya Machakos cikiritwo mugaru na watho. Oni kuringana na riboti iria ireketie kurekererio ni minister wa migunda kaunti-ini na Nathaniel Ng'ang'a akiuga ati andu aingi aria mari mwena ucio riu marahuthira thitima mugaru na watho undu uria ucungiriirie garama ya thitima ukorwo ikiongerereka. Riu gukiri uguo ni akoretwo agiikia ritana na gwatha ruhonge rwa kunyagia thitima guku bururi-ini rurikaine ta Kenya Power rwitikire gutigirira ati ni tuoka na undu uyu ni wakorwo ugicenjio niguo kuona kana garama ya thitima ni gukorwo ikigwa mwena ucio.
We found out the following, that from the bill that had been submitted to us by the Kenya Power and Lighting Company, we had an outstanding debt of from 820 account numbers. As of 30th of July 2023, we had an outstanding bill of 95 million. Out of these, 303 meters were physically verified with a debt of about 65 million. And 437 account meters were not verified with a debt of about 29 million. Some meter numbers were noted to have been stolen, like one that had been stolen in Tala Bus Park, which was reported an OB number 21/15/11/2022 The meter number is 607-674-72. And we have noticed that that meter is actively being used somewhere across Machakos County, not by our own government, but people benefiting themselves, and the charges are being levied on the county government of Machakos. We have other meters that had been charged or billed on us in Machakos sub-county that were found to be faulty, with an outstanding bill of about 600,000. Some meters billed by Kenya Power to the county government of Machakos were also being used by other entities, some by police posts, others by police stations, and others were even being used by some law courts within the county government of Machakos. Also written to national government agencies that are involved in undertaking the power connections, like REREC, which has been heavily involved in putting up flood masks that are being done by national government agencies. Meters are being issued under the name of the county government, but there is no concurrence with this office. So that going forward, anybody who is applying for power for any county government project must get concurrence from this department. We are also appealing to the public to give us information on stolen meters. We have realized that so many of our meters have been stolen and are in private use, but the bills are levied on the county government. We are appealing to our good citizens out there. Give information to our village administrators, our ward administrators, our officers on ground about anybody that is in your knowledge who is using meters that belong to the county government. We realize after they are stolen, some are using them in posho mills, others are using them in light industries, in their own establishments, but we have not been able to locate exactly where they are being used. So we have urged Kenya Power to also immediately stop, disconnect or disable those meters and stop levying charges on us. Thank you, God bless you. Thank you for your patience. Pole tumeweka sana.
Haya, na riboti hiyo ni gukorwo igitutwara kahinda-ini gaitu kambere ga guikiria twambe twikirie ndugetikire guthira mitambo ni turacokereria.
Kihoto kiunaga utamugete na kuona kihoto watho ni ufataranagia.
Watho ukoragwo wa guteithia mitugo na mikire ya maundu hari andu othe.
Na watho ugite ni 3 months with full pay.
Ndwagĩrĩirwo gũtwarwo police station kana gũtwarwo criminal court ni ũndũ wa defamation.
Na nikio ni nawe tufatie kumenya uria mundu agietha kihoto giake.
Mwana ena right yake na mwana we ni innocent.
Kihoto iriko na muthuri na mutumia tokoga na indo ikwari.
Watho ni witikiritie ciana icio utigirwo.
Nyitana nanie Wairimu wa Kimani guku kwa Muthingi TV o wakana thaigire cia hwaini tuthome na tuhiganie ciegi watho amu guku nikuo kihumo kia gutherema.
Nestled in the quiet and serene neighborhood of Makutano, just 2.8 kilometers from the Tarmac Road Lines Alpha Meadows. This is a controlled gated community where you can build your city, home, or purchase for investment purposes. If you are looking for a place to call home, full of peace and quiet with magnificent views, then Alpha Meadows is that place. To book a plot, call 0723 979797 or visit us on 4th Avenue Towers along 4th Ngong Avenue off Bishop Road. Alpha Meadows is a product of Fusion Estates. Fusion Estates, your land ownership partner. Ore murimi munini na ni uravatara ngwataniro na nyumba ya Mahoro. Ihinda ni riri amu Muthingi TV ni irakuhe mweke wa kwanirithia kimenyithia niguo ukurie biashara yaku na njira nene. Tuhurire thimu kugerera kivugo mugwanja 572 kana utwandikire email niyo sales@lookuptv.co.ke. ukatutume ndugu na tutirithanie hamwe amu ndugu ni makinya.
Haya, nitoshokereria ngatho cia mwanya ni guthie na mbere na gukirumanira hamwe na ithuĩ kumenyithia maria mari ku thiini iria iri kwa Mahoro aikaria mwena wa Lego ya ithũĩro marũrũnganĩte magĩtetia gũthũkanga kwa barabara ũndũ ũrĩa ũcũngĩrĩirie makorwo makĩhanda marigũ barabara-inĩ kana barabara-inĩ ĩno arĩ ta kĩonereria kĩa ũrĩa barabara ĩno ĩthũkangĩte. Ukĩrĩguo kũringana nao nĩ mathiĩte na mbere na gũtarĩria atĩ igeria rĩao rĩa gũkorwo makĩaranĩria na njumbe matiganĩte gũkorwo magĩthondekera bara ĩno rĩkoretwo rĩkĩhinga kana rĩkĩringa ihiga ũndũ ũrĩa ũcũngĩrĩirie nginyanagia indo ciao gwata mĩrigo ya gũkorwo kana ĩgĩkwama kumanagia nayo gũkorwo ĩtegũtwarwo thoko-inĩ. Rĩu mahete MCA wa gĩcigo kĩu kahinda ka thikũ mũgwanja nĩ kiumia agaũkorwo mathondekeirwo matikũnoga gũcoka mĩrũrũngano-inĩ.
Mengi sana kuhusu mambo ya barabara. Hatuna hata mtu akigonjeka katika eneo hii ya Paporiang kumpeleka hata kwa hospitali inakuwa ni shida. Maana ya kwamba barabara hii ndio inatuletea shida na barabara ndio inafanya kila kitu. Iwe ni maduka, hospitali, shule, kila kitu barabara ndio inatusaidia. Lakini huyu mama hataki kuzingatia maisha yetu kama watu wa Paporiang, wakaji wa hapa.
Shida ambayo tuko nayo hapa leo, barabara ni mbaya kutokea Bardi mpaka Nyangoma. Zaidi ya hapa Paporiang hapa ni mbaya kabisa. Sasa tunaomba mama utoke nje utusaidie kama watu wa Southeast. Kuje uangalie barabara, kama sio hivyo kura ya Paporiang imelala.
Ututengenezee barabara, kazi iende sambamba, tuone vile tunashughulika na watoto wetu. Ni kweli ama sio kweli? Hii barabara imefanya hata waume siku hizi hatuwapati. Wanasema hakuna kazi inaweza fanya wapate pesa, walete chakula ili kazi iende sawa sawa. Wamama tumekataa, hatutakurudisha kama usikuja na ukuje ututengenezee barabara.
Ninaongea hivi, ninaomba kwa usuni mama yetu aende kwa ofisi atuangalie sisi maneno ya barabara ya hapa Paporiang. Kama amekataa kutoka wiki hii mpaka hiyo wiki ijayo, tutakuja kwa ofisi. Kwa watoto wetu wanaona vibaya, wa vijana wanabaki bure, watoto zao wanarudi kwao kwa sababu pesa hakuna.
Tuthire nginya kũrĩ iharo-inĩ na nĩ atĩ kĩama kĩrĩa kĩramataga mbĩtĩka cia ikabu gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ Kenya Basketball Federation nĩ kĩrĩkĩtie kũgweta timu ĩrĩa ĩgũkorwo ĩkĩrũgamĩrĩra bũrũri wa Kenya mbĩtĩka-inĩ cia FIBA 3x3 iria itanyĩtwo kũhanĩka mwena wa Cairo International Stadium gũkũ arĩ bũrũri-inĩ wa Misri. Mbĩtĩka icitanyĩtwo gũkorwo ikĩambĩrĩria kwanjĩrĩria tarĩki 1 mweri-inĩ wa Gatumu nginyanagia tarĩki
Someone who is in sports will always love to, represent their country in Olympics. So I really pray and I hope we'll be the ones to represent our people.
3x3 is a very interesting sport. At some point, you find yourselves training with both the men, the women, all together. I would say the ladies have gained much because they have to play against the men most of the time. They're the ones who are getting their physicality in check, and I think that's a good thing for us. Coming into this camp, it was one very special camp. We had every aspect of the game covered by the SNC. That was the best thing that ever happened to this camp. I've been to this platform, and I think that is one thing that really worked out well for us. And he was a person who is basketball oriented, so he knew what the players needed, and that was a plus.
The team is ready. We've been training for like 3 months, preparing for the event. We've had like different players coming to camp, help us to get better. We've had film sessions, analyzing the teams in our pools. So I'd say we are very much prepared, and guys are geared up for the competition. And the addition of Albert is really a good addition because he brings the experience from abroad. He understands the game, so I think we have a very good chance of winning.
So pleased that we managed to get 2 internationals to come and join our squad, and I believe with this squad we should be able to make it to position 1. Our challengers are quite strong in our team. For the men, we have Mali, Benin, Madagascar, and Morocco, and we believe that with all those opponents, we should be able to sail through to the semis. And once we sail through to the semis, we hope to win the finals. The preparations that we had the teams put into different scenarios, and these scenarios are just to enable us to be in a position to play depending on the opponent, what the opponent will give us. So we have great players who are able to shoot the ball from range. We have very good post players, and we also have players who will make the fans enjoy the game. So we like to encourage and urge the fans to watch the games and also to cheer us as we win this coming trophy. So I'll talk of the men, and then I'll invite the ladies coach to come and talk of the ladies. So the men's team, we have Fahim, who is will be our first pick. We also have Ariel, who is the team captain. Then we have Odero, who is also the international player that has just come from the US. And lastly, we have Victor Electric, who is also coming to be the 4th person.
Aya, muthiani atena cio mbĩtĩka cia Elijah Lidonde Memorial iria kana cup ikereka ria kere ni itanyitwo kanathako mweri ũkĩte na kũrĩa timu ngũthi itanyitwo gũkorwo ikinyita mbĩtĩka kana gũkorwo ikinyita mbaru mbĩtĩka-inĩ ici arĩ hamwe na timu ya Gor Mahia, Kakamega Homeboys gwata Mulembe United.
Being passionate with working with communities, we have also recognized and realized that we do not have proper transition of players when it comes to talents that we discover at an early tender age, all through to being professionals. So with the foundation, we are happy to join them and join hands with them in the forthcoming tournament to be able to see to whatever they have been doing in the community can be supported, can be financed, and can be also appreciated.
As the Elijah Lidonde Foundation, our key objective is to ensure that we identify, nurture, and develop youth from the grassroots up to the national level. For example, in January this year, we were able to hold a tournament both for the 15-year-old and the 17-year-old, and it is our intention to continue that way, and by so doing, to ensure that we develop football.
We are very grateful to Bet22 for coming to help us in this tournament that we are hosting on 22nd, 23rd and 24th of December. And we are very grateful to them because we know they are going to help us so much in hosting the tournament.
Kairetu gegwitwo wathikane kwa kiuma thutha wa kindu gitagwo transmission view na kiuma director wako wa ithariri mundu gwitwo Aizo wa kiuma thutha wa kindu gitagwo graphics gathosha munyane timu yothe ria kinyaniria undu uyu mangirona cihanda wega thaimwe na ni cia hwaini tidia thayo twacemania nawe ujite Kariuki wa Ndwati ni ngwitika ngai njega.